Hey everyone, and welcome to another Firefly Studios video. We're back this week with another episode of the Stronghold Showcase, where we show the best of the best when it comes to fan-made Stronghold maps, scenarios, and sieges. Again, the featured battlefields will just be from these 5 Firefly titles, with their download links in the description box below. Now, let's look at some marvelous maps. First up we have Helms Deep Redux by Telos 911. I couldn't help but return to the world of Tolkien with the Minas Tirith map proving so fun to play. Again, we're back in Stronghold HD as Talos shows his great map making prowess with this faithful recreation of the iconic keep at the foot of the White Mountains. If you take a look at the Stronghold Heaven post by Talos, you can read how it took a long time to make. He says, when the AI finally worked one day, I almost cried with happiness. It attacks the walls in surprisingly orc-like ways. Again, as we've said previously, we love to see the time and passion that Stronghold players put into these maps. Recreations or not, they are hard tasks. So when a map like this with all its moving parts comes to click, it's a special thing, and the exact reason why Talos and the other map makers here are featured. The map, as far as 2D sprite graphics can, resembles Helms Deep aptly, with every hallmark possible to recreate a Stronghold, including the complex system of caves located behind the last bastion of Theoden's Rohan. If you like the look of Talos' Helms Deep, you can download it directly from Stronghold Heaven. Just head to the link, download it, put it in your maps folder, and boom, you're defending Helms Deep. Next up, we travel to the deserts of fan favourite Stronghold Crusader in the Desert Citadel by the Rabbit. I'm highlighting this hidden gem because of the engaging backstory behind this original creation, which is always a nice addition to add context to your playthrough of community-made maps. Here's the Rabbit with how and why you're in the middle of nowhere trying to make a pretty pouch of glistening gold for yourself. After a few years in the Crusades, pointless killing, pillaging, and the other fun of your fellows disgust you. Having been wounded did not cheer you up either. You thus wish to settle and claim a piece of the land of milk and honey. Unfortunately, no liege will let you, as they do not recognise your title. Finally, a duke with a questionable sense of humour allows you to set a manor anywhere in the desert as long as you do not enclose your keep. He also grants you the right to build a few walls and 2 small towers. Well, hello! There's a proper hero's journey narrative going on behind this economic scenario, and hell do I want to prove this mocking duke wrong. So if you like me and want to create your own desert kingdom from these small foundations with big ambitions, then head over to Stronghold Heaven and once again, bung this map in your map folder. Next up is a big, classic Kingmaker delight from Tia of Rivia. We see a Witcher reference, Tia. But this isn't the realm of witches and wyverns. That's Stronghold Legends. Dominus, as Tia explains, is a rich and luxuriant land with flourishing villages and impregnable fortresses. The lords of the 4 corners of the region are ready to fight for the conquest of what is rightfully theirs, title of King. Which kingdom will you defend? Tia certainly delivers on the promises from his rousing map description, as Dominus sports green forests, high valleys and winding rivers, ripe for a session of conquering and besieging. We especially like the map because of the careful design. Each starting point is of varying difficulty, with some starting castles taller than others, with easier access to estates and the advantages of elevated ground. But don't take our word for it, you can get this Kingmaker map straight from the Stronghold 2 Steam Edition workshop. Just hit that subscribe button. No, not that one. Although hitting that one would be nice. There you go. Just hit that subscribe button and boom. It's available for you to play next time you load up Stronghold 2. If Tia gave us a land of natural beauty, ACV counters with the land of misery. That's not me being overly dramatic, it's actually in the title. This 4-player skirmish is suitably ridiculous, as it is built from our fantastical RTS installment Stronghold Legends. This dark and dreary marshland presents both a unique challenge and opportunity that only an outlandish Legends map can do within the series. Towering labyrinth walls taunt you with a whole host of evil creatures lurking within them, waiting to devour each and every one of your troops. Here you must fight the map itself before you can get anywhere near your enemies. As my customary addition of a troll map within the series, this map can prove to be a lot of fun as you cautiously trudge through what you think is the safest route in order to siege your friend's castle, only to find half your troops cooked alive along the way by a ninja dragon. Finally, we have Islands by More Hun 19. This one's for you players out there with no time for gimmicks or long economic trials, but just want to get straight to the intense RTS action with a straightforward, balanced and crowded map that promises action from the moment you place your first woodcutter. That's what Islands gives you. But the beauty in this map is the diversity. Yes, you can chuck yourself and 7 AI into a feudal lord royal rumble, or perhaps you and your friend can test your military defense strategies as you take 2 middle locations and face off against 6 others. Or maybe you just want to utilize the bountiful resources and map size for a 1v1, allowing yourself time and space to make a bustling, bolstering castle. So yes, it's not the prettiest, it's not got a haunting backstory, but what it has got, and dare I say what most Crusader players want, is a guaranteed spell of swords clattering and shields breaking as you try and prove yourself as the ruling lord of the desert. So that was the 4th episode of the Stronghold Showcase. We weren't actually planning to do a Stronghold Showcase this week. We wanted to give you guys an update on Romans and Kingdoms, but unfortunately Nick was ill, so expect to see that next week if all goes planned. But again, as always, let us know in the comment section below if you've got any maps yourself or know of any favourites you have which you'd like me to check out. And if you like the video, make sure you leave a like and subscribe here on YouTube for more Stronghold goodness every single week. See you next week.